in the kitchen again, and today it's cake baking day, and I'm making Faye's Sunshine Cake. This is a cake that was not necessarily Jamaican, but I made it Jamaican by adding extra spices, pineapple, and rum. So that's what we're going to do today, Faye's Sunshine Cake. So we're ready to mix up the cake, and I won't be giving any measurements. You'll have to go to my website for the recipe. We'll go straight into putting it together. I have the butter and the sugar cream, nice and fluffy. Come over here and have a look at it. The beater that I should be using to mix up my cake is broken, so I'll be getting a new one. So I'm using the whisk. I think it will work. Here's the flour with all the spices in. There's cinnamon, allspice, just a little bit of nutmeg, and baking powder, baking soda, and salt. It's all mixed in with this flour. Before I get to that, I'll be adding the eggs to the cream, butter, and sugar. Originally, this recipe only called for some chopped apple, one chopped apple, but I've added a small tin of crushed pineapple drain, making it Faye's. So this is the crushed pineapple and the apple. And you're supposed to have 1 cup of sour cream. I made my own. I use a cup of milk and 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. And voila, I've got sour cream. Now we got to mix these two together. And I'm going to add them to the cream, butter, sugar, and egg alternately. With a spoon of the flour and a spoon of the fruits. You can also reserve some of the pineapple juice in case the consistency of the batter is too dry. Then you add a drop of the add a little bit of the pineapple juice that was drained from the crushed pineapple. I'm going to add 1 cup of raisin, and then I'm going to add the mandatory drops of white rum. I say 2 tablespoons, but it's up to the individual. Oh, I forget to mention that when you cream in the butter and sugar, you need to add 1 tablespoon of grated orange rind, and that creams with the butter and mixes in with the butter and sugar while it's creaming. And now I've added some vanilla. It is all mixed up, and I've got my bundt tin. You either use a bundt tin or a tube tin. This is a non-stick one, but I still grease it a little bit. Okay, Angela, have a lick, like old time's sake, for old time's sake. So here we go. You can see the apple. You won't see the crushed pineapple until it's baked, but you can see the apple and the raisins. I'm gonna put it in the tin now. Ready to go in the oven for about between an hour and a half, depending on the oven. Everybody's oven is different. Okay, I'll check it out for an hour.
So it's 350-degree preheated oven?
Yeah. 350 degrees preheated, madame. So, here's the cake, baked, cool, and ready to be turned out of the baking tin. So I put the rack over, turn it upside down, and voila! Faye's Sunshine Cake. Delicious! So we're going to cut a few slices. It's kind of still warm, so I have to be careful when I'm slicing it, that it doesn't crumble on me. Okay, Here's a slice of the cake so you can see what it looks like inside. You can see some of the apple pushing through. And when you eat it, you'll taste the crushed pineapple. Go to my website, Cook Like a Jamaican, where you'll find the recipe with all the measurements and all that you have to do to make a beautiful sunshine cake. Also, make sure to visit me on Facebook.